Welcome back to the Takeout. Millions of Americans, myself included, are digging out from this weekend's winter storm. The National Weather Service says at least 20 states received more than a foot of snow. So far, at least 18 storm-related deaths have been reported. The country is now in the process of recovering from widespread power outages and travel delays. 11,000 flights were canceled yesterday, the most in a single day since the start of the COVID pandemic, which feels like a very long time ago. CBS News is covering the hardest hit areas. Tom Hanson is in Boston. Jason Allen is in Oklahoma City. Tom, let's start with you.
Hey there, Major. Well, as you can probably see, the snow is still coming down here, and that will continue throughout the evening. But I want to give you a context of just how much snow has fallen so far. So I am about 6 feet tall. I'm standing in untouched snow here. It is practically up to my knees. Now, it also is frigidly cold here. 18 degrees. That feels like 6 degrees currently, and it's only going to get colder as the night progresses. We're talking about a low of around 9 degrees, and that's going to feel like -2. That is a huge concern with this storm. Those frigid temperatures, that cold snap that is going to bear down on the Northeast for the next several days. And that has utility workers primarily concerned not so much on the electricity here, but on the gas lines that heat homes. We spoke with utility workers who have been working around the clock to ensure that those lines remain open and that people can stay warm, because obviously those temperatures can get very dangerous very quickly, Major. And so we're going to be watching the situation very closely over the next several days. Major?
6 feet tall, but a giant at CBS News. Tom Hanson in Boston. Thank you. Jason, over to you. What's going on in Oklahoma City?
You know, Major, we don't have nearly as much snow as Tom does, right? Maybe 9 inches here. And this scene may be typical in the Northeast where he is. It is not typical in Oklahoma City. The storm was done here 2 days ago. Snow and ice stopped falling a couple of days ago. But it is still on the sidewalks. As you look back here, it's still coating the roads. They do have plows here, contrary to maybe what some believe. There are about 34, 35 of them here in the city, and they've been out clearing the roads. But there's a lot of roads to clear. And with the temperatures here, they have been down into the single digits for the last couple of nights. Things are just not melting off. So some of the same concerns that Tom was just talking about are the case here as well. They're concerned about pipes still breaking. They're concerned about collapses from heavy snow or ice that may be on buildings. And there are some of the same concerns further to the south in Texas. When you have a storm like this here and it lasts for a couple of days, really the only thing that helps is the sun coming out. We're glad it's out right now. It's warmed up into the 20s. Should hopefully get back above freezing here, maybe by tomorrow. That's what we're hoping for, Major.
Tom Hanson, Jason Allen, thank you both very, very much. Want to bring in Rob Marciano from New York to bring us the latest on the forecast for the week. Rob, what do we know?
Well, Major, the cold air, I can feel it against my face. Temperatures are going to drop here. Although, as you know, here in New York City, it's just a mess on the streets itself. They put so much salt on here. It does melt, and we get enough traffic to where we get this slush. But the piles of snow here are what's impressive. They just don't. It's not like D.C. Some other places are a little more spread out. They don't have places to put this. So they physically have to come in here with front loaders, put them in dump trucks, and dump it and take it out to see. By the way, this is a bus stop. If you want to come here, go to Louis Vuitton, Tiffany, and do your shopping, this is the spot. All right, this storm is winding down and winding out. So there's still some snow showers that have been accumulating across parts of the Northeast. But the cold air coming in behind us, the big story. Some of the snow totals, they'll throw them up there. I can't see them, but you get the idea. Nearly 19 inches in Boston, here in New York City, nearly a foot. And the list goes on and on and on. So many cities hitting historic numbers as far as snowfall goes. And I think we're going to see historic numbers as far as the stretch of days, Major, that we see below the freezing mark. And that's going to be problematic, not just here in the Northeast, but across parts of the Midwest and the Mid-South that saw all that frozen precipitation.
Louis
It's going to be a pretty bad winter, I'll say that.
Exactly. Louis Vuitton, what's that? No, Rob Marciano. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy.